Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a special unboxing. It's an update to one of my favorite BFS reels from 2024. And this one's in a special color. This is the Purelure Silver Feather. This is the DC reel, but it's in pink. So for those new to the channel, BFS stands for Bait Finesse System. It's a specialized fishing technique and gear that focuses on ultralight lures and incredibly precise casting, lightweight reels for a more technical finesse style fishing. And BFS is all I use as I explore the mountains of Pennsylvania and West Virginia, searching for great days on the water. Now, I've been fishing the original version of this reel for the past year, and I've really enjoyed it. But when I saw this limited edition pink version drop, I had to grab one. So let's take a look at what's new and if it holds up to the original. If you fished these Purelure DC reels before, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I picked this one up for around $144 on sale, and as usual, there's a link in the description. Ooh, looks like we get some freebies. Oh, these look like good freebies. These are little minnows of some sort. It's almost all in Chinese, so I can't check it out, but let's see here. Kind of looks like a nice little paddle tail swim bait. It's sort of a greenish color. It's translucent. Reminds me a little bit of the, what were those? The Nako swim baits. Not super stretchy, so this is like the normal, I don't think this is the Elastec. I think these are the PVC type. You know, sometimes the freebies are you know, questionable. These ones seem pretty good. Okay, back to the unboxing. That open. Not like we can reuse this cardboard anyway for anything. Oh, look, there's a third one hiding in there. That's awesome. Get that out of the way. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now, first off, I mean, look at that. It even says right on the box. This is a DMK limited edition silver feather. It's the plus model. You know, I really like that they, like, it's got its own box. Like, they didn't just like, hey, okay, we're gonna do this. And I was wondering whether to call it a limited edition. I couldn't remember. Some had seen it, some hadn't. Obviously, clearly limited edition, marked right there on the box. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and get a look at this right off the bat. Take a look in the... I'll tell you what, it looks pretty good. I put my glasses on. I like the silver. Right out of the box feels pretty good, can't complain about it. The color maybe isn't as bright as I thought it would be, which is kind of cool. I think it'll look pretty nice. Feels good. And the free spool on. The only reason I really worry about anything on this is, can I get the spool to spin enough to make the lights light up? And so, let's see them. So we'll get into that here in a second. Okay, so inside the box, we've got some of the normal instructions. This is the, it's basically instruction manual. Okay, what else we got? We got tags, we got this, we got that, all kinds of different little, what's this? Got a little wrench, exploded parts breakdown, which is nice. A lot more information in Chinese if I ever need it. So, I don't think I'll be tearing that apart. We'll set that off here to the side. And we will keep that in case we need it. Set it over here. So again, my first impressions, you know, this color is really clean. It's not like this loud neon pink. It's got a soft metallic finish that looks really premium. So if you're into unique looking BFS reels, this one definitely stands out. And in a good way, not like in the Flight Feather Kingfisher way. I mean, that reel is just gaudy. It looks like a peacock that's desperate for attention. So, like the standard original version, this reel features a digitally controlled DC braking system. It's like the Shimano DC systems. It doesn't require Bluetooth, an app, or any external charger. This is manufactured by DMK. It says it's produced by Purelure. This is clearly a DMK reel, and it includes their MIIEC or MEC smart chip inside the electromagnetic brake control. Peter over at the BFS Fishing Channel has reported this reel has a small battery within the DC control system, and he helped do some of the testing and even the translation of these instructions into English. So I completely trust his knowledge on that. But Dan Kung on their website, it specifies it has some sort of self-generating power capabilities, which indicates that there is the potential for induction features similar to Shimano in this reel as well. So that uses a magnetic field to generate power. This could be used to charge the battery, hopefully extending the useful life of this reel. And then even if we look in here, it talks about the power supply. It says the reel does not require charging. Rapid rotation of the reel handle and normal casting will provide power for the MIIEC module. So again, just the idea of reeling, I can get it. I don't know if we'll get it to show up. I don't know if I can spin it fast enough and hold it up here like this. But I can't hold it steady. But even just reeling, it does make the lights come on every once in a while. So you can hear that probably. So that charges it up. So again, that longevity, it's a potential bit of an unknown, and I'm almost positive that it does have a good bit of induction in there. So again, from Dan Kung's website, going deeper into it, it says the electromagnetic digital infinitely variable braking system achieves advanced brake control that traditional systems couldn't match. And this digital braking system constantly monitors the spool rotation speed, and it controls the brake, and it produces a really nice flat trajectory. And then it says this ultra fine brake adjustment offers exceptional responsiveness, providing a superior and efficient fishing experience for lure anglers at different skill levels. So basically what that means is there are two different modes, and it has all kinds of adjustment. So you can adjust this. They say it's infinitely adjustable, but honestly, I mean, there's a beginning and an end, right? It's not like it's not infinite, but maybe that's just a translation thing. So we're in green there. So just like the original, it says we've got two different braking modes, and to change the modes, you go down into this M section here. You don't have to go all the way to the end or just to M. Honestly, the original one for me wasn't always responsive to mode changes. The good news is, once you've got it there, you don't need to worry about it. Let's see if they've improved it. Granted, I'm not casting it, so it could be a little hard to get it to work exactly right. The mode is indicated by these lights, but they only light up when the spool is spinning. So again, I think that hints a little bit more at the induction-based power system. So we've got green showing up now, and actually it seems to be showing up much better now. So it's charging up a little bit, right? Now I've actually been sitting here playing with this because it's supposed to be. So professional mode or master mode is supposed to be red and blue flashing, and then normal or beginner mode is supposed to be blue. Right now, all I'm getting is green. So I'm not sure what that really means. Okay, if I spin the reel hard enough, I am getting green and red flashing. And then if I spin the reel hard enough, I'm still getting, I don't know. I think we're going to have to solve the braking out on the water. That's all I can say about that. I mean, as normal, I'm not, maybe I'm just not smart enough. I'm not figuring out how to get this to switch without actually casting it. So I'll pull this off of there. Oh, it's not a silver. It's just a silver piece of tape. You know, so we'll just have to test that braking out on the water, which is really the way you're going to do it anyway. And I'll compare it side by side to the regular one. but I'm getting green lights. I'm not seeing any blue whatsoever. The only time I'm getting red is when I seem like I go a little too fast, so anyway, it is what it is. So specs wise, this does come in a right hand and a left hand version. I have the right hand, or I have the right hand in the original. I got the left hand this time. I was working with some different right hand lures last year, and that's when I got the original version of this. I really like it, but I just prefer left-handed reels. So the gear ratio on this is 8.5 to 1, so it picks up about 74 centimeters or 29 inches per turn. I find that's about a perfect, for BFS applications where I want quick enough line recovery, but not super fast. The frame is still aluminum alloy, but the one side plate, this side I think, is supposedly aluminum. So it still keeps it light. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, I mean, this definitely, I don't know, seems to be. Ooh. I don't know if it's aluminum or not, is it? Okay, so this side plate, definitely not aluminum. I'll tell you what, this side feels pretty cold, so I wonder if this is if it's the non-breaking side. I might have it backwards. This side might actually still be, this side might be aluminum. It doesn't feel, it feels fairly cold. Kind of sound different? I don't know. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. So in addition to the side plate, they also made the line guide slightly larger. So I should have grabbed the other one, but it's spooled up out there. This is a little bit larger. So maybe that will allow it to have just a little bit more casting distance. Thankfully, it's got these nicer knobs. I like these better than the metal on the original Purelure. Okay, there's metal knobs on the original Silver Feather. Not only do they offer less grip, but they also get much colder in the cold, and then if they sit in the sun, they get a lot hotter. So I like these, whatever these are, TPE, TPU, plasticky, rubbery grips. They're not as tactile as some, but they're still much better than the metal. I don't get why companies do that. Maybe it looks cool, but I don't like it. So that's nice. This knurled knob is really nice on this. This is a clicking adjustment. Drag star adjustment is also clicking. So let's get this back in there. No. There we go. Still just green. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. Okay, now let's weigh this. So we have, comes in right at 150 grams. I think the official specs say 145. So it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Now let's check the spool. Let me change scales here. Get the spool back out of here. I think the spec on the actual spool is very light. But I think with the bearing it's supposed to be 9.5 grams. So yeah, it's 9.56, so it's just like the standard version. And that's light, and they say that this one can handle like 1 to 15 grams. So, we'll see how it performs on the water. I really like this. I might like it better than the original version. I already know how well that original forms from a year of fishing it. So I have high hopes for this limited edition. I really need to put some pink line on it, but I got a ton of blue Siglon still, so I'll probably just use that instead. It'll look nice on here, especially if the blue lights ever flash. Next steps, I'm going to spool it up and hit the water. I'll be doing a full on the water test soon, and I'll also do some more comprehensive testing of my entire collection of Bait Finesse reels, which is growing rapidly, it seems. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that button so you don't miss it. Now, I've already heard from a few folks, and I read a few comments online, that the pink just isn't for them. Let me know in the comments. What do you think of the pink version? Is it too flashy or is it just right? I kind of like it. So, all right, that's it for today. Tight lines, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Ooh. Ooh, I'm getting green and red now. I'm getting green and red now. Maybe I finally got to switch modes. I feel like they switched from blue to green in this model. But small little thing. Blue would have looked better with the pink.